Blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. Welcome in. This is Galactical Federation G4 Harlem Hellfighter Unit. We in the building. 134. You know what I'm saying? Lost boys. Come in, take off your shoes. Take off your shorts. Take off your shields. Come in. We're gonna stay a little bit for a while. We got some porridge being made in the kitchen. We got some vegan burgers and some fries. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna go up to the rooftop, be on our Batman mode, but you know, we not really gonna be on that right now. But today, man, we're gonna be discussing the T app and a couple of other things. 607 Unc, you know, Malcom, Jamal, white only town in Arkansas, and the traffic stop. So first we're gonna get on this T app. You know, the T app, you know, that's how most apps are, but I guess they're gonna label this one that. And I just say be careful out here about who you date. You know what I'm saying? And just treat people right. And then you really won't have anything to worry about for the most part. You know, take it slow when it comes to talking to some of these people. Take time to get to know them, see how they treated other people in their life. Not everybody starts off being really honest and genuine about their situation. Sometimes you gotta read between the lines. So the T app is, I think it's interesting. It's something that I wouldn't really want to consume my personal time on, but I know if I was bored and I have too much to do, I probably would be nosy, you know, to see what's up there. I know I'm not up there, you know what I'm saying? I'll be up here tripping out doing foul stuff, but you know, it might be other people. I just think like any other app, you know, eat the meat, spit out the bones. You know, I feel like you're gonna be having people up there trying to sabotage other people and so on. So hey, I think it's a good app to have overall. You know, so people can have an idea of what's going on. There's gonna be more topics, more things to talk about. Interesting stuff. This makes the world interesting. It's like apps like that, right? So as far as the T app is concerned, let's get it going. Let's see what they got going on, and we actually might start, you know, talking about what's on that T app. You know what I'm saying? In these situations. But anyway, another topic that we're going to talk about is Akon building Wakanda in Senegal. I heard that it's not being funded, that nobody believes him, and that it's not happening. Akon has had a certain disdain or a certain perception of Black American that I personally didn't agree with. You know, overall, I think he came into our culture to try to capitalize off of it. So that's just how I personally feel about Akon. I never really liked his music like that. I'm not gonna lie. I thought most of his music was kind of corny. You know, convict music. I don't even think this brother has went to jail before. It just seems very capitalistic, and I don't think his music was really good. I think I guess he had some type of gift or some type of work ethic. But yeah, he's not far one of my favorite artists. I don't personally have anything against him besides what he said about, you know, Black Americans not having any culture and stuff like that. It did kind of turn my stomach. So, you know, shout out to your city, Akon. Alright, so the next stop we're doing is this traffic stop where this guy, he was basically I guess his rights were violated. This police officer broke through the guy's window, pulled him out the car, got punched in the face. Definitely stuff that was uncalled for, and I'm glad that everything is being handled when it comes to that officer. That isn't how you treat a person. I think there could have been a better way to go about that situation. Malcom Jamal, a lot of people are saying that he's been ritually sacrificed. This guy Malcom Jamal, I think he played in like Family Matters, one of them shows I grew up watching. And people are saying that he's been ritualistically sacrificed because he had a lot of potential, he had a lot of talents, and there was somebody lurking in his energy that knew that with this great shifting, at this great awakening, that he was going to be a huge impact and a huge influence. So that people kind of wanted to take him out. I think that should definitely be investigated as well. You know, people just don't be dying out of nowhere, drowning. It doesn't sound normal. 607 Unk. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 607 Unk. You know, I would like for him to explain more on his voodoo situation, him and his cup and all of that. I think that's very interesting. You know, you've mentioned voodoo, you brought a voodoo priest up there and everything, and I just think that that's very interesting that, you know, you deal with that, because I've also had my own personal experiences with it, and I would definitely like to know more insight about that. Then they also have this whites only town in Arkansas. I mean, you know, are we shocked here? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we shocked? These people want to procreate, so in order for them to do so, yeah, like anybody, we should be able to have our own communities. You know what I'm saying? And be able to have our own ethnic groups in our communities, and it should be respected and valued. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against people having their own communities. You know, I understand the importance of, you know, preserving things, your people, your culture, your race, everything. So I'm not sure of the reason or why they have it now, but I'm assuming that it's to maintain the integrity of their own personal culture and what they got going on. Yeah. And as for collective reading, it's very good for us to work on ourselves, you know, and stay disciplined and consistent in our actions and what we do. You know, don't forever forget to pray and meditate on life in general. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed your time. You know, peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. You know, I'm cool like an AC and calm like a pond with no ripples. You know, we'll be hitting up Twitter and all of these other social media platforms. So anyway, you guys stay tuned. Thank you so much for showing up. You know, you guys can spend the night, get comfortable. We got the fireplace going. All right, superheroes.